Mosquito Armageddon coming? But will Bill Gates save us? Hello, this is Chart GPT today. Yeah, they're talking about a mosquito Armageddon coming. Don't know if that's a little bit of hyperbole or not, but nevertheless, first off here, you probably know this already, but the world's deadliest animals is the mosquito, followed by humans and snakes and dogs, believe it or not. These are the most deadly animals in the world. Of course, mosquitoes mostly carrying those diseases when they bite you, so that's somewhat known by a lot of people already. But the mosquito season here, you can see a chart here, kind of peaks here, coming up here in June, July is the peak mosquito season. And so kind of an interesting subject at this time of the year. And of course, most of these are basically due to the weather. If it's wet and warm, mosquitoes breed very well. And of course, we've already had a post on this. The 2024 summer outlook is supposed to be a hot, steamy summer. So mosquito Armageddon is coming. Here's some charts from historical things. I mean, it has been dry prior to this year. You can see there here 2023 is the red line, and it's a little bit lower than what the 10-year average is. And you can, of course, this was out of Minnesota. This is kind of anecdotal here. And here's another one from Seattle showing that the mosquitoes' days are climbing. Of course, that's the earth is warming, so climate change does occur. Whether or not it's caused by man and the other reasons about climate change, that's another subject for another time. You can see here the global earth is warming. But it has warmed and cooled over the millennials, so this is another issue. But the point is, on a short-term basis, definitely the mosquito population is increasing, but we have people that are trying to save us from that. There's a factory, this is from out of the Gates group, and they breed 30 million mosquitoes per week. And of course, they're trying to fight the world's most deadliest organism, or animal, I don't call them animals, but organism on the planet, and they're trying to save us from all these mosquitoes. Of course, now there's two sides of this coin here. There has been charges that, okay, they may solve mosquitoes to stop malaria and yellow fever, but then it because of the way they've GMO'd these mosquitoes, the dengue fever is on the surge, a 400% increase in Brazil after Bill Gates backed GMO mosquitoes released. Now, there's been a lot of fact-checking on this. I'm not going to get into the detail whether that's true or false. I don't know. These are the charges. But nevertheless, the data is there that says that they increase. They may be increasing for other reasons. But one does have to wonder, when you start dinking around with Mother Nature, these kind of things might not happen. There's been other cases of the Bill Gates Foundation going into the Philippines with rice, etc., etc. There's all kinds of charges. And what they think will work sometimes is like a whack-a-mole. You fix one thing only to cause another. Here's mosquito-borne viruses in West Africa. They've been on the rise. Now, why is that? Is that because of these programs? Don't know. Here's the other thing. There's a meme going around here, and I don't know if, I mean, we've had some stories out on bees, the declining bee population, declining insect population. If you go back in the year 2000, you used to drive along the highways, and you still do get bug splats all the time. But now they're clean. It's like all the insects are gone. It could be part of that is due to pesticides, so that's an interesting point there. Of course, this is Sunday. It's a Sunday Thoughts kind of a thing. We can't really determine the details of whether or not Bill Gates is doing good or bad, but there's just kind of a principle that one kind of looks at, and it's kind of a biblical base. And if you don't believe in the Bible and religion, okay, that's fine. Maybe you believe in millions of years of evolution. It's probably the same argument. But it says here that, look at the birds of the air. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Kind of implying that there's a balance in nature. Again, whether you believe in the Bible or religion, or do you believe in evolution, it's kind of the same argument, really. Is the nature in balance, and that we're trying to tinker with Mother Nature, suffering the unintended consequences? Of course, this was the Proverbs where it says, there's a way that seems right to man, but in the way of death. Oh dear. Of course, with man, there's always the motivation of money. So it makes money in doing all these programs to stop mosquitoes creating other viruses, only to create vaccines for them. So we're kind of getting money on both sides of the equation, huh? In any case, we asked the question, is it wise to be tinkering with Mother Nature and release GMO insects into the wild? A lot of protests against that. We asked the AI. You can see what their report on that as well. Follow the post link in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe.